So, today I'm going to talk to you about why B2B businesses are finally taking Meta seriously. So, I want to talk to you today about something that I think a lot of B2B businesses are completely sleeping on, and it is Meta. And before you switch off, because I know what you're probably thinking right now, you're thinking to yourself, well, that's okay. That's Facebook, and that's for people selling their candles, their coaching courses, and their gym supplements. And that's not me because I'm in B2B. My buyers are serious people making serious decisions and high value decisions as well. And I hear you, and I thought exactly the same thing. But here's what's just happened. Meta just beat Google in advertising revenue. And for the first time ever, we're talking about a company that has dominated digital advertising for over the past 20 years. And Meta has just taken the top spot. And when you see that kind of money moving, you have to ask yourself why. Because that money doesn't just move for no reason. What it does is it moves because something is working or something is no longer working. So today I want to break down what that means for you as a B2B business. Because where Meta actually fits, where it doesn't, and one big mistake I'm already starting to see people making that is quietly killing their results. So, first things first, let's just clear something up because it confuses many marketers across various businesses. Meta and Facebook are not two different things that you choose between. Meta is the company, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Threads, those all sit under the Meta umbrella. So when you run a Meta ad, you're not just putting something on Facebook, you're actually running one campaign that can reach your audience across all of those platforms all at once. And think about what that actually means for your buyers. Your CFO is on Facebook in the evening, winding down after a long day. Your IT director is potentially on Instagram at lunch. Your procurement manager is in a WhatsApp group right now, probably, and your future best hire is scrolling through threads. They're all there, and you can reach all of them in one campaign that used to cost a fortune. Now it really doesn't. So there's one bit here that I find genuinely interesting, and this is really the heart of why Meta just overtook Google for the number one spot. Google is brilliant, but it's a waiting game. Someone has a problem, they type it into Google, and hopefully you show up. That works, but you're sitting there waiting for them to come to you. And if they never search for what you do, you simply don't exist to them. Meta works completely differently, which is brilliant news for the B2B guys. Meta puts you in front of people before they even know they need you. And that's quite different. And for B2B, that is really a big deal because think about how you've actually won your best clients. Did they find you on Google? Maybe. Sometimes, but more often than not, it started with something that they saw, something someone mentioned, a name that kept coming up, a post that made them stop and think, actually, I should look into these guys. I'm interested to see more. That moment, that's what Meta creates. Google harvests demand that already exists. Meta creates demand that didn't exist yet. And if you're trying to grow into new accounts or new markets, that distinction matters enormously. And the targeting right now is seriously impressive. And we're not just talking about the blunt, broad targeting of 5 years ago. You can now reach a financial director at a mid sized logistics company who has been engaging with content about operational costs for the last few months. That level of precision, reaching people when they're relaxed and receptive rather than in full work mode when they're busy and they're tied up with other things, where they've got their guard up, is so much more powerful. And that is where the money is going. So where does Meta actually work for B2B? Let me give you the specific use cases, because this is not a do everything platform. It's a do specific things really well platform. The biggest one, and this one alone is worth your time, is retargeting. So someone comes to your website, they look around, they read a case study or two, and then they leave. And on most channels, that's kind of it. That person is gone, never to be seen again. On Meta, that's just the beginning of the journey, because Meta can find that person and keep your brand in front of them on Facebook, on Instagram, or wherever they go, with your best content, your case studies, your client stories, your event invitations, consistently as well, until the timing is right for them to reach out. Think about how valuable that is. These are warm people. They already know who you are. They just weren't ready yet. Retargeting on Meta keeps you in the room until they are, and it converts at a fraction of the cost of cold outreach. If you do nothing else from this episode, set up retargeting on Meta this week. The second use case is awareness. If you want to be the name people think of in your space, Meta gives you that reach at a price LinkedIn and Google can't match. LinkedIn is great, but the cost per impression is extraordinarily high. Meta lets you get your brand in front of all the right decision makers consistently at scale without completely blowing your budget. Third, and this one is really genuinely underused, B2B marketers event and webinar promotion. If you're running a webinar or a roundtable, an industry event, Meta really drives registrations at a much lower cost than almost any other channel. Run it alongside your email and your LinkedIn activity, and your sign up numbers will go up. It's that straightforward. It's such an important channel for you. And the fourth one that always surprises people is around recruitment. So if you need specialist hires, Meta's targeting by profession and interest is super precise, and it's a lot cheaper than LinkedIn recruiter licenses or job boards. So now, there's a thing I really want you to hear, because this is where I see B2B marketers going wrong right now. Meta has AI, or uses AI to deliver your ads, and it does that brilliantly. The algorithm for finding the right person at the right time is world class. That is a core reason it just beat Google. On the delivery side, trust that. You can trust that completely. But the trap, and a lot of people are falling into this right now, is thinking that because Meta's AI is so good, you should just use AI for the creative too, and let it write your copy and generate your images and build the whole ad in 10 minutes with a single prompt. Please don't do this, because it will wreck your campaign. Because AI creative is everywhere right now. It is absolutely everywhere. And your buyers, senior decision makers who read a lot and have sharp instincts, can see it, they can feel it right away. There's a kind of hollowness to it, a generic kind of quality. So copy that is technically fine, but doesn't sound like anyone in particular wrote it. Images that look like every other image online right now, and the moment they feel it, they're just going to scroll. You paid for that impression and you'll get absolutely nothing back from it. And there's also a deeper issue for B2B specifically. B2B is built on trust. The people you're trying to reach are making decisions that affect their company, their team, their own reputation. They need to feel like you genuinely understand their world before they'll give you any of their time. AI creative does not communicate that, and it doesn't instill that. And if anything, it actually signals the opposite of that. It feels rushed and that they weren't worth your effort. So what is actually working right now is human specific, direct content. A short video of your founder or one of your clients talking honestly about a problem they recognize. A real case study with real numbers, copy that sounds like it came from someone who has sat in the same meetings your buyer sits in. That's what's important. The rule is really simple. Let Meta's AI decide who sees your ad, you decide what they see, and keep that part human. So let's wrap this up with 3 things you can actually do this week. The first one, if you have website traffic and you are not retargeting on Meta yet, that is your move. This week, get the pixel installed, build your warm audience, run a super simple campaign, start small, see what the data tells you. The second is to test Meta for your next webinar or event. Run it alongside what you're already doing and just compare the cost per registration. I think you'll be really surprised. And the third, when it comes to your creatives, make sure that you're writing those yourself or get a real human to write it, a person, because using Meta's intelligence to find your audience, using human understanding to talk to them is incredibly important. Meta overtaking Google is a signal. It means the platform is delivering results at a scale that is moving serious money. The B2B businesses that pay attention to that right now, whilst their competitors are still scrambling on LinkedIn and Google and writing their Facebook off as something for consumer brands, those are the businesses that are going to build a real advantage. I'd like to say thank you so much for tuning in again today. And if you really like this content, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe.